What's up, guys? Hobo88 here, and welcome to Spintires Mudrunner, new release game. And some of you may recall seeing Spintires on the channel before, a long time ago, but this is a new release game, and I've been really looking forward to jumping in here and having a bit of a crack. Off-road simulator, and I'll talk more about it as we go, but hoping that this will be the start of a new series on the channel. I did post on Twitter a poll about this game just before it released a couple of weeks ago, asking if you guys would be interested in seeing it. Some mixed responses, but over half of you were saying that you would like to see this on the channel, so please make sure that you hit the like button and let me know in the comments below if you want to see this series continue. I'm hoping you do, because I love these games. They're so chilled and just heaps of fun, so looking forward to it. We're going to go ahead, and we're not doing any modding or anything with this game just yet, but we're going to go through and do some of the single player maps, and we'll do the challenges and things like that down the track, and perhaps if the series goes well enough, we'll look at doing some multiplayer stuff with subs down the track. So let's go ahead and get started and pick our first map. So we need to pick either the bog or the island. Full disclosure, I have seen some of the bog gameplay before, so I'm going to not do that for the time being. I'll come back to it and possibly do it in hardcore mode. But for this first part of the series, we're going to do the island map. So we're going to go ahead and select that. You can choose your trucks. The balance at the minute is saying that we're allowed to go one extra balance point. So I want a scout vehicle. At the minute, I don't have much to choose from, but I think I'll keep the UAZ as a scout vehicle, and I will replace the B131, which is only 2 stars, which is this one up here. I'll change that to what do we got? The 375, and then the 255 as well. So something perhaps a little bit more capable. Quite happy with that. I think that we'll be fine with those selections, and hopefully there's more trucks around the map to unlock as we go. Not going to do anything with the mods, like I said, for the time being, and we're just going to run this map in casual just to get our first one out of the way in the game. So to explain what this game is, we have trucks, we have lumber, and we have a mill, and we need to deliver lumber from one part of the map to another. That's basically the aim of the game, and it sounds easy, but it isn't. So first things first, I'm going to load up the map. Here we go. This is what we can see so far. Yeah, island as we know, so there's going to be water to contend with. This island out here is pretty weird looking. Don't know that we'll ever visit that, but I want to try and 100% these as we go. So, a block post, don't know what that's about. We'll find out more about it. So I want to go ahead and reveal the rest of the map. So I want to go and unlock these big blacked out areas. They're called cloaks. And what you need to do is go to the watch point, and it'll unlock this area of the map. So I'm going to start with that. Let's go ahead and change our truck. This vehicle, which I'm going to use as a scout vehicle. I will put on the extras, because that gives us some repair points and fuel. Yeah, I think that's all I want to do for that. So let's go ahead and take a look. We're here. We're going to head straight down the road, take a little bit of a left, and unlock this K700 first off the bat. And then we'll go maybe left and work our way around the map and unlock stuff if we can. Hopefully not getting stuck along the way. And that makes it much easier for later on when you need to plan a route with your lumber, because it's quite hard to pull it through some of the tricky spots on the map. So without any further ado, let's get moving. We want to make sure park brake is off. Yep, all-wheel drive, diff locks. So this is our little UAZ. No, we're not playing Battlegrounds. This is Spintires. I guarantee it. Now, you can see already, it's not looking good. Oh god. Straight into the bog. Should have been watching where I was going. So, as you can see, you're up against it from the start when it comes to Spintires games. Terrain is unforgiving. I'm not sure if I should try and pull myself up here to the left. But all the trucks are varying in their... I just saw there's like a log or something there that I just collected underneath. Yeah, all the trucks in the game have got varying abilities in the tough mud. They're all different. Oh boy. Oh boy. And the little UAZ, pretty small truck, very, very incapable, but it's light and it's nimble. Oh man, I cannot believe that we went straight in and got stuck. That's a terrible way to start. So to get yourself out of trouble, you've got a few options. One, you can go ahead and use a winch, pull yourself out as long as you're close enough to something you can winch to, like a tree. Or you can get another vehicle, pull yourself out with that. In casual mode, you can recover your vehicle back to the garage, but I don't want to do that. I want to avoid any of that sort of stuff. I want to keep it as legit as possible. And I cannot believe we've made it like we've made it that far. We're already stuck. Look at all the garbage in the water. That's half our problem, yeah. I was hoping that I wouldn't have to use a winch, but for the sake of entertainment, let's see if there's anything we can attach to, which there is. So, this button to pull the winch. Attach ourselves. Beautiful. Alright, so I think that we wanted to go... yeah, onto the left, so we're going the right way. I can't believe how bad of a start that was, you guys. That was embarrassing. Alright, here's the lumber mill. This is where we come to collect logs that we need to deliver to the objective. So it's good to know that we're close to a lumber mill from the garage, straight off the bat. No point stopping here at the minute. Obviously we don't have any. And what have we got up here? This thing that we're going to unlock, it looks like it's a tractor. Some sort. For those wondering, I am using my Logitech G27 for this. Actually, I will talk about that more in just a second. Whoa, brakes. I didn't want to change the camera. Alright, advanced mode, change truck. K700. Let's see. It's got fuel and it's got a little bit of damage, but it is drivable. Look at that. Advanced loader grab, so you can grab I presume logs or any other things that you need to get with this bad boy, pick them up, move them around, so that's good to know. We can load up a truck if we need to with this. Let's go ahead and stop the engine on that, and we will change back to our scout vehicle, and we'll leave this guy here in case we need him at some point down the track. Alrighty, so we've just passed the turn that we want to take to head back here to the watch point. Before anyone asks, I know that you can set waypoints on the map, but I don't like the big stupid red line through the middle of the world to follow. As useful as it is, I find that really unrealistic and annoying. I like to treat this game like a simulator. Yeah, I don't want to do anything that seems too unrealistic, and having a big old red line that you can follow through the world seems pretty unrealistic to me. Here we go, we've got a bit of a river crossing. Let's see what happens. Whether or not we get stuck again. A bit nicer this one. Dangerous water level. Well, we nearly made it back to first gear. There we go. Just get a little bit of traction. Beautiful. Continue on our way. I have to say that the world and the trucks and the physics of the mud and everything look even better in this version of Spintires than the original game. Not surprising, but I always really liked the way that Spintires looked, and the mud physics and everything like that, fantastic. Always really enjoyed them. Alright, just going to stop here. We've got a crossroad or a Y intersection. Let's just take a look. We do need to go left. Let's go up this way. Let's see whereabouts does the path continue. Oh, damage. Clouted a massive rock. So, of all the issues that you can come across, obviously getting stuck being probably the most obvious issue that you can face in this game. You can get sunk in the water, obviously, and you can run out of fuel, in which case you need to deliver fuel back to your truck to keep it going. You can also damage the truck completely. Alright, so cool. Now we see that we've unlocked this big section of the map. We've got a log station and a log kiosk up here. So this is for self-loading your vehicle with logs. So we're going to sort of head that way next. But head up the top of the map here and take a look at this watch point. We'll see whether or not we can clear that as well. So we are headed the wrong way at the minute. We need to turn around. Yes, you can run out of fuel, you can damage your truck to the point where it won't operate anymore, and then you need to repair it. So this vehicle at the minute with the spare tyre and the roof rack is carrying repair points for damage, so we can fix trucks if we need to, or this one if need be. This looks a bit risky. Fast moving water and no real close trees. Oh boy! We've got a little bit of damage from the water, but otherwise we're all good. Keep up this way. So yeah, there are a lot of things that you're up against when you're playing a Spintires game, and obviously Mudrunner no different. It's a nice little map though. I like it. Pretty gloomy, Russian-based map. It's a Russian-based game. That's why you see the Russian vehicles like the UAZ. But I like this map. It's good. Now, I was saying before, I'm using my Logitech G27. I had a few dramas with it, getting it running. I found it to be very, very dodgy with navigation and menu controls with my mouse when I first plugged in the wheel. So what I had to do was plug in the wheel, set it all up, plug in the wheel, go into the controls, and then unplug the wheel, the USB, plug it back in again, and then it seemed to fix the issues. So if you go to load this up with the G27 and you can't navigate in the menu or anything like that once you select it as your input, maybe try that, see if that helps you. But obviously a bit of a bug at the minute with the G27, so it used to work fine in the original game, so hopefully they get that ironed out. But at the minute, every time I fire up the game, this is the second time I fired it up, have to unplug and replug in the wheel, which is pretty annoying, but anyway, is what it is. Alright, let's take a look at our map. Where are we? Oh yeah, we're heading right around the northern end. So we sort of skipped past the log station and stuff. We probably wanted to go back here and take a look actually. A couple of vehicles. It actually tells us when we hover the state of the vehicle. Anyway, we might cut back in and take a look so we can check out those vehicles. It's just through there. You can kind of see some buildings and stuff. So just keep an eye out for a right hand turn if we can make one at any point. Looks somewhat safe. One of the rules of Spintires is never, ever go off-road through the trees if you're planning on wanting to keep that vehicle. This looks like a path we might be able to take. It's extremely easy to get trapped in trees in these sort of games, especially when you're towing something. It's like a suicide to go down a track that doesn't exist into trees, the vehicle that has a trailer on the back, because you will get stuck. Now, see if we can sneak through here anywhere. Might be able to just jag around. Nearly. Get around this stump. Alright, cool. Let's head up here. So there's our two trucks. You can see one on the left, one on the right. It's got a fuel cistern on it. That's where we come to collect logs as well. There's a few points where we can come and get logs, so that's good to know. This is one of the big bad 8-wheelers. These things are mighty. Just to point out as well, guys, with this game, it's the first time I've actually played it. I've loaded it up once before, but it's the first time I've actually had a go at playing it. I'm just familiar with a lot of these vehicles from the first game. So, another one that is some damage, some fuel. What you'll find with this thing is it goes through fuel like it's nobody's business. Extremely bad on fuel consumption. But what would you expect from something that looks like this? So let's go ahead and fire it up. And have a look at it. You guys get a listen. Holy moly. Have a look at it. Personally, I don't like these things. I prefer the challenge of running one of the smaller trucks, but for the sake of... oh, here's the jaggy mouse issue. That was really weird. I've got no idea what just happened. No idea what happened. I have to check back and see if the recording glitched at all there. That was really weird. Yeah, the weird mouse issue. Change truck we want. See whether or not that fixed it. No, it didn't. Oh no, it did. Ah, so weird. So weird. But it's not exactly perfect. There are a few issues with the wheel. Couldn't end up stopping the truck on that, so it's probably going to run out of fuel. But anyway, sounds like a future problem. Good news is there's a truck right here with a fuel cistern already on it. However, I tend to think that it's probably... Oh man, here we go again. What I'm going to do real quick is go ahead, turn on the park brake. Sure that vehicle isn't going to roll anywhere. I'm actually going to unplug and re-plug in the wheel. It's a bit inconvenient because the the plug for my wheel is behind my PC. So anyway, there you go, fixed it. Very, very odd. So again, we've got damage and not full fuel on this one. But let's see. The cistern actually has got fuel in it, so we can use that. And I might just do it to demonstrate right now. Fuel cistern, top up fuel on the other truck. There you go. It's cool. You can see the level of fuel in there. It's that's how it works when it comes to using bolt-ons and things like that on your vehicle. Alright, cool. So we come around this way. We're going to head basically the direction we're headed. Go check out this next waypoint along the way. So far we've been going for 19 minutes. Hoping we can clear a lot of this map in this video, and then in the next one we can get stuck right into the logging. I don't want each part to be too long. I want to keep it fairly short. And these branches just look like trouble, especially for a little truck like this. Alright. I feel like we're headed slightly in the wrong direction here. We need to go back more to the left. It is a very, very, very pretty game when you think about it. There's a nice little screenshot. Oh, here we go. More water. Actually, before we drive into this, yeah, we need to go that way. I wonder if I should go back or continue. Oh, it's always so risky. This is dangerous because we are not very close to any trees. Try and stay half out of the water if we can. I feel like in the original Spintires game, heading straight through the water was your safest option. Because going to the stuff just around it that was always your main concern, but perhaps that's different. Now we're looking for any resemblance of a path. It's a janky camera. Spintires has always been renowned for having the dodgiest camera. Not seeing any paths as of yet. Far through the trees. Let's try it. I did tell you before, never ever go rogue when it comes to making tracks. I'm about to show you why. I think perhaps the onboard camera might be useful. That is a tight squeeze right there, but we're going to be through. Alright. Beautiful. Alright, here you go. You can see the marker over here to the left where we need to go, and there was a path that went really close to it, of course. We don't like to do things the easy way. Alright, we'll unlock this and we'll see what that reveals on the map. So yeah, that was the path that we should have kept going down our trip around the end here, but that's alright. Next, got a garage, another log kiosk, and another watch point. Fuel station also where you go to load up fuel, so very useful to know. Let's turn ourselves around and head back that direction. Reset the camera real quick. Second gear, just cruising along. It's one of those games where you don't try and do things fast. Just sort of relax and cruise along, do your thing. So we've got the lumber to the right. I think we'll stay to the left. No need to go there at the minute because we can't carry logs with the UAZ. Just clip the end of that branch sitting on the floor there. Feel like this is the right direction, up here to the right. We're making pretty good progress. This is the way I like to do these sort of maps in Spintires. Be thorough, go through and do everything. Alright, so here's our garage. So we need to unlock that at some point, and once you unlock the garage you can stop here and load up with all of your bits and pieces, fix your vehicles, add different attachments to them, but obviously when it's locked you can't do that, so much point stopping here at the minute. There's that next marker down there, the watchtower. Just need to find our way across to the left here. Path heads the exact opposite direction. I have to go beachside for a little bit. Oh yep, there's a path. So I'm finding so far, and I don't know if the maps get more and more difficult as you get further into them. Obviously this is only the second map, but not that difficult so far. Haven't had too many problems. So looks like we need to head south down here to our last watch point. And then that'll be it for this video. So let's go ahead. I don't know, main road, or is that a road, or is that a river? That's a road. That might be our quickest way, but we'll head back, maybe back along here somewhere. We're probably just going to go along the coast the whole way, actually. Is it starting to get late? It is a 24-hour cycle in the game, so you do have to go through night. Look at this, the road goes through the water. Is it a trap? I just finished saying that I haven't had too many problems. I forgot about the fact that I got stuck 10 meters into the map. We're good. Turn on our headlights. Some of the lighting effects are much improved to the old game. I know that at night time you used to have this weird aura almost around the car, the truck. It was so annoying, but it looks like that's fixed. The other issue that there used to be was you could see more with your lights turned off than turned on, especially at dusk. So we'll see. So far it looks pretty good with them on. We've got another one of these rapid river crossings. They make me nervous. I'm going to start right, let the water wash me downstream a little. It's deep, it's deep. Oh. We made it across. The light bar on the roof is very nice. Alright, so I'm just going to keep following the coast for the time being. Track seems to have just vanished all of a sudden. Oh, whoa, massive hit in the rock. I'm glad I'm not sitting in this car in real life. That would be violent. Here comes our road again. It's rejoined. Oh, big damage. Well, not big in points, but still. Let's have a quick look at the map. Yep, so we're nearly there. We're about to join onto this bit up here. And then from there, it's anyone's guess. Now, obviously, I'm hoping that the brightness isn't too bad for you guys watching this back on YouTube. I know that dark games are bad when it comes to YouTube, so hopefully the brightness is turned up enough that it doesn't look too bad. Oh, another hit during the night time, but we'll just have to see. Let me know what you think. Try and bump up the screen brightness a little, but I don't know that that's going to have much of an effect. So we're into unknown territory now. We're off into the black concealed area of the map. Oh, here's another truck. It's good to know. We found one. That's an unlock. Alright. This one, again, standard run-of-the-mill. It is drivable. It's half damaged, half fuel. Pretty standard. And I think that this might be the truck that we replaced at the start, the one that I didn't want to use. It was slightly less capable than the other ones, so there is one of them on the map. Let's go ahead and turn this one off. Change truck, head back to our scout vehicle. Parking brake is on. We're not in gear. There we go. Here's a lumber mill. Actually, no, that was weird. Picked up some leaves in the back bumper and then they disappeared as I was about to tell you about them. Alright. Which direction do we need to go from here? Slightly right of where we're pointed, so more straight of this section. Oh yeah, I think there it is there. You can see the flag waving. There's the track though. Back this way. Oh, and there's actually a river, a stream. Where is it? It is on this side of the map. This side of the stream, I should say. Let's go back and see if we can find a better way through. Go back to the cockpit camera. A nice little addition. I did have 900 degrees of rotation when I started, but when I had those wheel problems just before, I'm back to like 180. That's why the wheel's so rapidly turning on the screen. Alright, there we go. Map explored. There is no more cloaks or outposts or whatever they're called to find in this one. So there we go. I'm going to call that an end to this first video. And in the next one, when we come back, we're going to have a look at headed to the garage. I think we'll take a vehicle straight to the garage and try and unlock it. So we'll see how we go when we come back with that one. But thanks for watching. Follow me on Twitter at Hobbo88 to keep up with all the latest. Let me know, guys, do you want to see more of this or not? I will be recording out this whole map and posting it, but I need you guys to let me know in the in the comments below if you want to see me continue playing Mudrunner beyond this map on the channel. Make sure if you want to see it that you let me know. I know a few people aren't interested in it, but hopefully there's enough of you that want to see it and we can do a bit with it, because this is a very fun game to play. But thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you in the next one.